Greetings, hi, hello. Welcome back and/or welcome to my YouTube page. Normally this would be in landscape mode, but I'm just here at the house and I wanted to make a quick video. Um, and it's also going to explain what's going to happen with my content probably soon. And it's going to involve TikTok too, but it's not what you think. So, I've had to do extra things to financially help because the world's prices are just keep going up. And that means that I'm not here at the house constantly, hence why I'm lacking on videos. So there's that. And this kind of involves that. So I recently found out, for anybody who's kind of like me, who lives out in bumfuck middle of nowhere, the closest store to you, either a gas station like a Circle K and or it is Dollar General. I recently found out that the prices that Dollar General have on their shelves versus the prices that are actually programmed in their system are different, which means it's more expensive. And me and my partner are very routine people. We know how much we normally spend, and that's changed, and that's why. So they're literally ripping people off. So check your receipts. But anyways, this kind of... I stumbled across a video. TikTok, if you haven't noticed, has changed dramatically. For an example, no matter the amount of followers you have, you wind up getting stuck under the 300 view, like, shit. And they are so bold with how much they're manipulating this shit, where they're like, hey, are you stuck at 300 views? Even though we programmed the algorithm to do that? Oh, well, here's how you can fix it. Pay us more money. You pay us money, you get more views. Meta's like that. Instagram is like that. I think YouTube is the only one that has not sold out. Thank you, YouTube. And if you've noticed, TikTok in general has gotten a hell of a lot more toxic, and yes, every community has been toxic in some way, shape, or form. This takes the cake on this. I had a video recently go viral. I don't want my videos to ever go viral ever again. It got 15,000 views, not that many interactions, but the few negative comments I did get were just stupid. Like, why would you post it? And I think it's TikTok. I honestly think that for some reason, they've changed the algorithm to where certain videos will purposely fall on the wrong side of Facebook. I mean, TikTok. There was a creator that I follow off and on. There was a fuck up with... there was a mess up with their bills because one bill, insurance, it sucks. Car insurance is expensive as fuck. I know it is here in Florida, and apparently it is in Alabama too, and... they went ahead and, like, did two other things, and it fucked their finances up because of how the bank and shit is. So they're like, hey, I'm going to be reading some cards in my live, so if you see this video, tune in and, you know, possibly help. They did not ask for an actual handout. They said, hey, I will offer a service discounting this. If you can help, help. It went mega viral while they were in the live, and it got very bad, very toxic. Toxic as fuck. To the point where they've not only took the video down, they also had to, like, turn off the comments. And I purposely think it's TikTok. Because I've had a few videos that just completely landed on the wrong side of the FYP. And then even analytically, with the amount of followers that I have and the amount of 300 views that I get, in those 300 views, typically I have about 49 to 50 of my actual followers who see it. One of the main reasons that is, and I can even split that in half with the amount of likes and then the comments that I get, so yeah, and I'm not paying them. Whether I had the extra cash or not, I don't like the idea of having to pay a platform to push my content. And that was one of the reasons I love TikTok so much, because back in its good days, you didn't have to. If you did the right video, you said the right thing, and you posted it at the right time, it hit targeted people. Now, I will still use TikTok because advertising-wise, it's one of the best ones, but a lot of people are also getting tired of that too. They're getting burned out on it, and I've discovered why. So back during the pandemic, when witchcraft really blew the fuck up, the reason it gained so much popularity was because there were so many people that had been taught that this is what witchcraft is, and now they're actually being able to see it. And then to a lot of other people, it was extremely mysterious, and it was just like, oh my god, this magic. And then, due to all of these creators, and just in general, people spreading misinformation and telling all this new age spiritual bullshit, a lot of those people realized that it didn't work, only because you wasn't doing it right. Witchcraft and magic is real. I don't give a shit what you believe in. Just because you haven't experienced or you haven't seen it, felt it, heard the calling doesn't mean it's not real, okay? Anyways, that's one of the reasons that now I've gotten a lot of comments. I've seen a lot of other people, witchy people, say the same thing, and they've gotten comments where it's like, well, the reason we stopped following you is because all you do is sell your shit. Normally, because the page you're following in some way, shape, or form is their business page for advertising. And like me, I do both. I will do educational content, and I will also advertise because I do this by myself. I do not have an army of edit people and a team behind me, specifically with TikTok and YouTube. I do have some amazing people helping me with Discord. You can find that in the description in my link tree. 18 plus though, still amazing. But anyways, so obviously, like, I'm never part of the creator fund. And the only time I make money from YouTube, from TikTok, is when I go live. And that's if people send in gifts. And honestly, if I'm ever live on YouTube, if you can, instead of sending a gift, just send a donation to like Cash App or Venmo. You want me to tell you why? It's the same reason, and I've said this before. If you own an Etsy store and I find one of your products and I'm like, oh my God, I want this, I'm not going through Etsy. I will message you directly because Etsy is going to take the majority of that money versus you actually getting it. It's the same reason, like, if you sold your products in a mega corporation store like Walmart versus I could find you at the local store or down at the farmer's market, I'm going to go out of my way to go to the farmer's market. Why? Because you're going to get the whole percentage of that profit versus having to split it with all this other bullshit. TikTok's the same way, okay? So if you have a creator and you want to send them a gift during a live, don't send them a gift unless that's the only thing you have. Now, if that's the only thing you have on your phone at that moment in time, well, obviously, yeah, do it because you've already sent the money to TikTok. But if not, send that shit to their Cash App, PayPal, Venmo as a donation. Okay? I don't have a Patreon. Not that there's anything wrong with the Patreon. If I had the ability right now to have a Patreon, I totally would. But I know my life right now is extremely chaotic. And my mental health is all over the fucking place. So I'm not going to be like, hey, here's your monthly fee and this is what you're going to get, because I don't know if I can actually hold up to that. So I don't have a Patreon. And my podcast, I used to get paid for that until Spotify bought Anchor. And now it's Spotify for podcasters, or podcasters for Spotify. I'm dyslexic. So, and it was a bad thing because they took the small amount of money. I made like $38 on there. And now you can still do that, but it's here like on YouTube. Did you know that YouTube has a list of requirements, right? Just like Spotify does. 1,000 subscribers. But here's the biggest hurdle to get over. It's watch time. So on TikTok, watch time is a few seconds. It counts as a view. It counts as a full view. Here on YouTube, that doesn't. They measure the watch time. And if you're only watching a few seconds of a video and then logging off and going to somewhere else, that plays into the analytics. And it plays into how many other people are going to be able to see that video. So a lot of my videos, unless it's a straight out tutorial, you can use it as a background music and use it like an actual podcast. And in fact, I didn't tell you all this. You can listen to every single episode that I have on Spotify here on YouTube now in the actual podcasting section. And from here on out, any video and any thing that I post on Spotify should automatically be posted here too. Now that's great that Spotify did buy it, because now we have Riverside. If you don't know what that is, go check it out. It's fucking amazing, and it's going to be a game changer for my YouTube videos and my podcast episodes. But so that was taken away. So the only extra donations that I get are from my readings or spell work. And every now and then I'll throw out a video on TikTok saying, hey, I offer readings. This is what I do. This is what I am. I've worded it differently now because I've recently learned that if you get an oracle reading from me, or if you've ever gotten an oracle reading from me, it wasn't just an oracle reading, it was also a mediumship reading. Now, those are not guaranteed, as in if you come to me, it is not guaranteed that your ancestors are going to come through. But a lot of the times they do tend to, right? And I got a comment recently on one of my magical videos where they're like, stop scamming people. Magic's not real. For one, I don't scam people. And for two, I tell people that. I tell people, hey, look, magic's not 100% guaranteed. So this could work or it may not work. There's a lot of variants that go into it. And you're going to have footwork to do on your end, right? So it's not just me doing the work. You're going to have to do footwork on your end to show the universe this is what you want. That's how I know magic works. And secondly, I'm a conduit. I am the meeting point between you and your ancestors, between you and whatever the fuck you're trying to manifest. I'm just a boost to that. And so, yeah, and due to the TikTok fate right now where it could completely vanish, I want to make sure that everybody will be able to still keep up with me. So Discord, Instagram, I have 2 Instagrams, Fire Lotus the Witch and Fire Lotus the Witch podcast, the podcast. And then I also have Facebook. I have a Facebook page. And if TikTok does fully go away, I'll be focusing like I used to here on YouTube and Facebook. Instagram is very dead, and like, I still post there, but not many people see it. So that could also be that I only post and that's it. So yeah, but I honestly believe TikTok's causing a lot of the shit that we're seeing, because what I think it's doing is it's, in some way, shape, or form, it's ingraining, okay, this behavior is okay. And it's breaking down certain walls that don't need to be broke down, because people are losing touch with that we are actual people. And we're not like Hollywood people. Like, yeah, there are some people that can post one brand deal on TikTok and get paid like $8,000. That's not all of us, people. So yeah, I'm not going anywhere. It's just life has been fucking chaotic. And I have a feeling it's going to be slowing down a little bit, but I'm still planning on making videos. And you're probably like, well, Lotus, you used to make videos outside of the house. Again, I've had to do extra things, and I haven't been able to actually have the time, the free time while I'm not at the house to be able to film videos. And then on the weekends, I'm either catching up on spell work or doing readings or straight up resting. Like today is going to be a day of rest. You know, I've made a few contents in between, but nothing that's going to where I have to direct my energy, except for later on tonight. I got some spells to do. By the way, if you do ever want to book a reading or spell work, email me. You can find it here. You can find it on any of my socials. Email me. If you don't know if you want a reading or spell work, we'll have a magical consultation. Basically, I'll ask you some questions, get some information. We'll swap emails back and forth until we kind of help you figure out if a reading would be device or spell work, or both. I have bundles. You can get like spell work, spiritual advisory, and spell work done with a reading for like a flat, like, prorated or like discounted thing. So yeah. But yeah, also thank y'all so much for everybody who has recently subscribed, who has always subscribed. Thank y'all so much. I promise I will be back soon, and now that I have a lot of different things that I didn't have before, once I have the time to do them, there's going to be a lot of videos that I've talked about making that I never have that I will be able to now. And currently the newest thing that I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it is a Lotus movie night, or a Lotus Hollow movie night. I'm going to try. There's a lot of things I got to figure out, but I'm going to try to figure out a way to where I can send out a link, and then it'll all kind of group everybody in, and you'll be able to watch whatever we pick to watch. And yeah, we'll literally all get to do it live. So I think that's going to be really, really cool. And then if that goes successful, then I have other plans to do a night like that. It may not be with a movie. It may be like, you know, around a fire telling ghost stories. I don't know. There's a lot of ideas that I have. And I'm slowly starting to actually get the things that I need to be able to put those ideas into reality. But yeah, thank y'all so much. Again, subscribing, liking, commenting on any platform, following me on any platform. Thank you. You're literally helping me live out my dreams that I had as a kid. As a teenager, when I first picked up and started learning about witchcraft. I've always wanted to do this, and I'm successfully doing it. And remember, success looks different to everybody, okay? But anyways, I'm gonna go and rest and probably watch some type of show, and then probably fall asleep for like an hour. But yeah, thank you all so much, and I hope you are having a great day.